Howdy folks, Luke Simons with you, back to the basics 101. Father-in-law, mother-in-law just called. They're truckers and they are going to meet us for breakfast. So that's kind of fun. Check the wood stove before we leave and we'll see what's going on.
Yeah, boy, it's been a cold stretch.
Well, it's supposed to get fairly nice today and then cold again.
You said that historically we had the coldest winter. Yeah, that'll be good for now.
No, not the coldest stretch.
Well, the definition of mixed emotions is watching your mother-in-law drive off a cliff in your brand new Cadillac. Kind of like, oh, 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 oh.
Some gravy, eggs, hash browns, bacon, ham or sausage.
I'd be Jewish if it wasn't for bacon. So Warren, Dakota, and Sierra are all on a youth skiing trip with our church. So they're having the time of their life.
And Cheyenne.
Boy, I just keep missing them. And so we got little Libs, the troublemaker here, and we're having all kinds of fun with her. We're on crossover, so I am home from the state for, well, let's see here. I got off on Wednesday, and I will be going back next Wednesday. So I get a 6-day vacation from the state. It's kind of cool. So we put in some long hours, I'm telling you what. It is craziness.
If you want to do French toast, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take French toast.
Okay. And then do you want American, Swiss, or cheddar cheese? And what kind of toast?
Well, that was a good time. We had real good breakfast at the truck stop. My father-in-law's a trucker, and afterwards he showed Liberty and us his new 1994 Peterbilt. Over 2 million miles on that old girl. Just gorgeous. Man, he's got that tricked out, chromed out everywhere. Pretty nice. He grew up without running water. Kind of fun. We'll see if the 4230 starts up today. Let's plug her in. This old girl is worth her weight in gold. I'll show you something. Look at that. That's my smoker. Well, the smoker's actually still warm from last night, because I was smoking then too. Oh, that's why. Woo! She's hot. Still got charcoals there. Let's see. Yeah, it's just an old fridge and it gets a little hot, or cold, in North Dakota rather. I put briquettes in there to help raise the temperature. Just got 2 electric heaters in there, antiques probably, and just use wood pellets. That's a hickory blend. What is that? Hickory blend? What's hickory maple apple blend? And then this one here is my fruit, cherry, apple, maple blend. A little darker, a little lighter. Just let her warm up a little bit. Oh, you hear? So this has been marinating since yesterday at about, I suppose, 2 o'clock, 3. And this is what they call pork shoulder or pork butt. And I just marinated it, just let it massage in there. And now we're going to throw that in the smoker because we have a bunch of company coming out tonight. One of my best friends. This is what we got so far. Good. And if you folks don't have one of these bad boys yet, I'm telling you what, you're missing out. Pretty nice. This one's made by Chef Hook, but you could easily make that. I don't know where I bought that from. Well, we're gonna put on about 2.5 hours of smoke on this pork butt. Have ourselves some pulled pork. And then I'm going to feed some cows. And of course that won't be long enough to smoke this thorough. But we will, hey Shorty. But my wife will cook her in the oven for the rest of the time. See how she's rolling here. Oh yeah. Smoking good. See, now that one there is just an antique pan. And she gets it cooking a lot faster than this one. Ouch. That is hot though. But it's got those briquettes in it where the heat will come off of here. And then what I've been doing too is just keeping another pan of these, and it kind of roasts them a little bit and makes them ready to smoke a lot faster. Which, that's those ones right there. Let's see here. We'll throw that fat down first. See, I made a damper here. Damper's in here. This old piece of steel here. So when I put this outside, and that'll get the heat up a little bit. Just a piece of antler damper in there. And remember, if you're looking, you ain't a cooking. Smoke is just a pouring out of there. Adjust my temperature gauge a little bit. Well, folks, as most of you know, I'm a state legislator in the state of North Dakota. And am I Republican? Am I Democrat? Well, by today's standards, I'm a constitutionalist, which simply means I believe in the Constitution. We are a constitutional republic, And that's what I believe in. Saying that, old school Republicans used to believe this stuff. And a lot of people call themselves Republican, but not necessarily are they Republican. How can I prove that? By the way they vote. I will tell you, as a constitutionalist, I was a little worried about Donald Trump. I didn't vote for Donald Trump. And that will go down in my journal as probably the biggest black eye I've had. The man is doing an awesome job. I don't know if he's glued to the Constitution maybe like I'd like him to be, but he's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. And, you know, Nancy Pelosi's, the Chuck Schumers, they seem to be the issue. But the real issue is that Republicans aren't acting like Republicans. That's the problem. The real resistance comes from Republicans that think they're Republicans but vote more like moderate Democrats. Saying that, I'm having the same issue here in North Dakota. As a constitutionalist, I believe American ideals, big time. And my voting record proves it. I believe that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Those are the three things that govern me. Life trumps everything. You cannot get involved in someone's life. Liberty allows them to make mistakes. It allows them to fail miserably. It allows them to achieve unbelievably. And property, you know, if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going. I know I have ancestors that from Europe. In Europe, we couldn't own land. We just couldn't. So when they told us about a free country where you could actually own land, own things, you know, this is my wheel weight, and you can't take my wheel weight. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful concept. Without being able to own anything, you are a subject, period. And they translated that into liberty, but really it meant property. Originally, it was said property, and then they wrote it down as you know, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I'm sorry, I said liberty, but it was pursuit of happiness. And that one is translated into property. So when you believe these old truths that we used to hold self-evident, you're going to get a lot of resistance, and I have. I have gotten a whole lot of resistance. Not from the people love it, but from the state itself. You know, League of Cities and League of Counties. These people are for themselves, not for the people. That's how it works. The state works for itself, not for the people. It's wrong. It's totally wrong. I'm a representative of the people, not government. Chamber of Commerce, I think called me legislator number 1 to get rid of. Because I am a liberty-loving son of a gun. What I do on my property, as long as there's not a victim in a crime, is my business, not yours. No one owns my body except me. What I choose to do with my body is my business. And I'm not polygamous Mormon. I'm not any of those things. But it goes against the grain of what current America is. So when it comes to spending, I say no. When I say to proper role of government, I'm a stickler on that. I don't think the government should be in businesses. I don't think the government should be making those choices. Let free market do what it does best. People vote with their feet. If I'm I don't want to get into all the details. So anyways, I have a lot of people in high places, Ephesians 6, if you're familiar with that scripture, that are probably pretty mad at me. But I just vote right, and hopefully people will notice. And when people notice, more profits will come. And if more profits will come, we can take back our state, which is a government on its own, sovereign rights. It is a government that decided that we are going to come together in the time of war. It's a beautiful thing. It's a real beautiful thing. And I don't want to give you a whole Constitution study class out in the cold, but if you're interested, I'd be happy to do one for you. So anyways, 2017, I and another person were the only two in the North Dakota House to receive 100% conservative rating with our voting record, which I'm pretty pleased with. I'm honored. I didn't realize I was that good. But and the Senate did really poorly. There was nobody there that even got into the high 90s, actually. So we got our job cut out for us. Thanks for watching. Company is showing up at about 6 o'clock, so we're going to take this pork butt out of the smoker, and we are going to slip it into the oven and just slow cook it. Thanks for watching, folks. Till next time, may the Lord guide and keep you. Happy trails.